Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and today I want to answer a few questions about Beyond Fair Organics and where we are today. Based on the history, if you followed our journey, you know I am always promoting made at origin product, and my flagship product is Beyond Fair Coffee. And before that, of course, it was Rwanda Farmers Coffee. And then we transitioned to organic farming and production. And today we are at a stage where we need to really take advantage of tech and AI to optimize our production and our active farm activities. So we just take the questions one by one. What problem are you addressing? So with Beyond Fair Organics plus our platform, we are looking at regulatory and buyer requirements and how these things are accelerating, but our producers are operating with fragmented tools and no usable report layer. And of course, I have come to this conclusion based on my research work in the last 7 years, and this is how we got to this stage. And the solution we have is using our platform, we'll turn our workflow system that turns farm plus lot data into buyer ready compliance and traceability and impact evidence. That said, how this works for us is just take a picture of the system view. For example, we have farmer logs in its activity or her activity on the farm, and then we move that into lots and batch tracking, and then we move that into evidence tracking, and then we of course go forward into buyer onboarding. We bring in our buyers. We have this looped into our buyers onboarding and our reporting outputs. And the broad picture shows as a pipeline, So this is where our AI engine works to loop everything together from within the platform and make it understandable in a very short and precise manner. And this is important. Why now? I would say it's the European regulations. For example, you have the EUDR and CSRD era of procurement. This is the era we live in right now, and this is moving towards auditable supplier evidence. And I think it's very helpful at this point because buyers need faster verification, suppliers need lower admin burden, and this is where we bring our system and our farm together to a point where they work together instead of one overlapping the other or one being way ahead and the other being way behind. And our traction, I would say, we have lots of experience, field experience, and learning and failing. Of course, this is what happens when you run research. You have to really allow yourself to fail as much as possible. Otherwise, you won't be able to get to the root of the problem to be able to analyze what kind of solution is needed. And we have now done all of that, and we have MVP coffee pilots that we had and the sales we had previously in the previous years. But because I'm focusing on the organic production from last year, I would say we have our 800 kgs of coffee that we started with to pay attention to see how this transitions going forward. And we spread that into like honey and natural and washed processed coffee beans. And we first imported this into Switzerland, of course, because the question was always, is it possible to import fully roasted product from African country into Switzerland? Are you going to be able to meet all the compliance regulations and all of this? And these were all questions that keep coming. Do you have the right certifications? Do you even know what the market requires? Do you know this, that? Are your materials even sustainably produced? And all of these questions were always questionable. Like, are they really sure of what they're doing? And I'm like, okay, we're going to prove it to you, and you get to decide if you want to work with us. And so that's what we did. And yeah, so I moved forward and I said, okay, we have done the hard work of proving this. Now we need to get to the point where we turn that proof into actual data. And that's what our prototyped platform is about. So this platform exists for lot tracking, evidence-backed buyer onboarding, early B2B outreach, and partner conversations, because we need to be able to work together with our partners and say, okay, here's your buyer link. You're going to put in every single thing you require from a product, and we're going to like make that with a checklist and give it back to you, and you decide what quantity you want, what production quality you want. Do you want it in its do you want us to produce it for you at origin, and all of these questions? We do what environmental impact do you want to comply with, and all of that based on your business. This is how we bring our farmers also to the place where the market is today, and not leave them at the far back of the supply chain. So our business model really wants to, we really, I like go for simplicity, because when you talk about B2B SaaS or workflow subscriptions, everyone just think blockchain and you name them. I don't know all the names now, but I think with having this and integrating a workflow of having like subscriptions, of course, and onboarding fees and corridor-based enterprise packages, this really makes it easy for us to work with our partners and everybody to be on the same page, and not always have to go left, right, or center trying to figure out what is missing, what do we have, what do we still need to do, how do we comply, which compliance regulations do we need to keep up with, and our farmers keeping up to date with what's going on, and all of these informations are very important for us. But mostly we are able to say our product is defensible. Like our platform is defensible because we put in lots of experience to be able to make it realistically useful, not just to the buyer, but also to our farmers. And we we don't necessarily want to say we have it as the best product that you can ask for right now. But I think we are thinking our operational data plus corridor relationship and evidence pack templates are all mapped to buyer and regulatory needs. And this is what is this is our core for our products. And it's also very farmer usable, and workflow is like with very low frictions. And together, all of these things bring better data quality, because we don't want to be saying one thing and then technically when you look at it you don't have the backup data. So we want to bring in all of that data that we've worked with, and all of that proof and everything are translated into a data language that it's really defensible. And yeah, the we at this point really need to bring in more people, and we need tech savvy people. We need people that are really serious about regulatory reporting, and also interpreting impact with sustainability, that are compliant with the environmental needs, and it also the social aspect of products, especially products that are coming into Europe from other places. In our case, we're talking about products coming from Africa that are very, very market driven: coffee, cacao, edible nuts, the list goes on. And yeah, so this is, I thought maybe I would just like make this video to really communicate what's been going on behind the scene in the last year, and really the importance of bringing you on board to really be with us, to bring your expertise, to connect us to the right people that have the knowledge, and also know how to turn this product from prototype to a very useful platform for products. Like the products we have proven with is coffee coming from Rwanda. And it's amazing to see what with technology you can achieve in this time. And I'm very happy that the picture looks so bright, and the architectural design of the platform was really like a wow moment. And I can't wait to really like bring it to the market, to the right, of course, investors, because this is really what has been holding us back to be able to communicate our way of working and why we work the way we have chosen to work. But thank you so much for listening, and I hope to hear from you.